What's up, guys? It's Chef Boy RG here. This is another edition of our Meathead Meal Prep. It's Gags in the Kitchen. And today we're going to talk about just kind of battling some cravings here. We're going to make some sweet, tasty treats that are still going to allow you to stay on your plan. You know, a lot of people like chocolate. A lot of people like things like Italian ices, ice cream, and all of these delicious things. And a lot of times people have this kind of scarcity mindset. You have to cut all these things out. But the truth is, there's a lot of options that you can utilize to not only stay on your plan, but even enhance your plan and allow you to reach your goals that much faster. So the first thing we're going to go through here, we're going to use these LMNT electrolyte powder. This is from Elemental Labs. This is a raspberry salt. So this is an electrolyte solution. You can put this in your drinks. You can also really make kind of a nice kind of either like an Italian ice feel or even kind of like a Jello kind of feel with this. This would be like a raspberry kind of gelatin, if you will. You make this more of like, I guess, an ice type solution or kind of a Jello. So by utilizing just some regular gelatin, really easy thing. You're gonna just we're gonna put this in a bowl, like so. And you can kind of play with the amount of water you use, but I'm just gonna kind of pour this in like so. If you want something a little bit less salty or you don't want as much electrolytes, you can use like half a packet versus a full packet. I'm going to put some water in here. Usually just kind of eyeball it. Just kind of enough to make it more liquid, so you can use it like so. Now I'm just going to kind of eyeball some gelatin powder because I want to make this more of like a Jello type feel, but if you wanted to just have more of an ice feel, you can put this in the freezer and not use as much gelatin. So depending on the consistency, you can kind of play with what you like. We're going to use the whisk here. If you want to just, a little bit more volume, you can put a little bit more water in. All right, I'm going to pour this in like so, in this little container. This is going to go into the fridge. So it's going to make a nice little, it's going to freeze up nicely. It's going to be a nice little raspberry gelatin. Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, I don't know about you, but I love some chocolate. So obviously we can use some different protein powders for this. And then depending on what you want to do, you can use water, or sometimes I like to utilize almond milk. And almond milk's got a lot of good nutrients. It's also pretty low in calories. A lot of great nutrients like vitamin A, vitamin E, even some calcium. So if you're not having a lot of dairy, this is great. And the collagen protein is typically going to be pretty easy to digest. It's also really good for your hair, skin, and nails. This is a chocolate protein. This works really well in your coffee as well. A lot of the first Phorm powders especially really mix well with coffee. But today we're going to make kind of a chocolate kind of pudding solution. A lot of people will get kind of collagen protein from like bone broth, for example. We're just going to put 1 scoop in today, which is about 15 grams of protein. This is a nice little snack. I'm going to put 1 scoop in here. And again, you can use water or almond milk. Today I'm just going to use some water. Don't want to waste any of the powder. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put some water in here, and again, depending on the consistency, you can use more or less water or some almond milk. Just like so. So a lot of the first Phorm powder, since makes it really, I don't know what they do to it. A really good quality product, but it's just really easy to whisk. Some other powders will get really clumpy. Theirs do not. So we're going to pour that in. So that's going to be kind of like a chocolate pudding. If you want to kind of make like a kind of a chocolate, kind of Italian ice, I could also just not use as much gelatin powder or none at all, or even mix it the collagen with some protein powder. All right, so one of my favorites is this kind of cinnamon cookie batter flavor. For this, we're actually not going to use any gelatin. We're just going to utilize it just as kind of like a protein pudding. You can certainly add some other flavors. If you want to add some more cinnamon, you want to add some more cocoa powder. The level 1 powder is great as a meal replacement, so you could do like 1 to 2 scoops if you're a smaller person, or if you just want it as a snack, 1 is fine. 2 scoops would be great. These are about 24 grams of protein per scoop. This has some carbs, some fats, but still pretty much pure protein. So I'm just going to use 1 scoop today because this is just going to be utilized as a little little snack. And Phorm has a lot of amazing flavors. So I'm going to use a little bit of almond milk for this. So I want to get a little bit more body, and I'm not going to use the gelatin. So I'm just going to eyeball it there. If you want to kind of adjust the consistency a little bit, you can certainly do so. We're just going to whisk like so. But the level 1 powder makes it really nice for kind of a protein pudding. So if you're really trying to, like me, you're trying to preserve muscle mass, trying to increase your strength, it's going to be really good for upping that protein intake. So I'm going to pour this into the bowl, like so. And I like to fill it to the top so I get every last gram of protein. So if you're someone that really likes something like a cookie, this is a great option for you. So we're going to pop these. We're going to do a little movie magic. We're going to pop these in the fridge. Depending on the consistency and what you want, you can put it in the refrigerator overnight. You can also put it in the freezer if you're in a time pinch. Also, if you want something a little bit more kind of a harder or icier consistency, you can also put it in the freezer. So you can kind of mix and match with the amount of water you use. If you put it in the refrigerator or the freezer. We've got a little bit of, we're going to make a raspberry pudding. A raspberry jello with LMNT powder. We're going to make a kind of a chocolate kind of pudding with the collagen, the Phorm collagen protein. And then we're going to make a cinnamon cookie flavored pudding, which I'm really excited for. That's a nice flavor. It's going to be a good meal replacement. This was with some almond milk for a little bit more body. Let it freeze up, let it cool down a little bit. We're going to have a nice tasty snack. So this has been another edition of our Meathead Meal Prep. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like it, please share. And as always, check out the links below if you want to support our program. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, stay strong. We'll see you soon.